Presidential records and document retention seem to be a pretty hot topic today, especially after what happened yesterday at the former president's home at Mar-a-Lago. So this video is going to explain the Presidential Records Act, why the law is there, and why those presidential records are so important. First, let me say the Department of Justice has not made a public statement about what happened or why this search was executed at Mar-a-Lago yesterday. Everything you're hearing about on TV and social media is all speculation because no one has seen the legal documents that a federal judge signed off on to allow the search warrant to happen. And we may not see those documents for a while because the Department of Justice rarely talks about ongoing situations. But based on the Presidential Records Act, we do know the National Archives has been going back and forth with the former president and his team about presidential documents that the former president has been holding at his Florida home. In fact, in January of this year, the former president turned over 15 boxes of presidential records to the National Archive, and according to the law, those boxes should not have been in Florida in the first place. And we know yesterday, several FBI agents took out 15 additional boxes, though we don't know what's actually in those boxes. So why do presidential documents matter? First, you need to understand every single piece of paper, text message, audio recording, gift, mail, visitor log, presidential diary entry, or communication that goes through the president is considered a presidential record. And there's a lot of other things too. And they all must be maintained and saved by the administration and then turned over to the National Archives when the president leaves office. Why? Because they're legally required to under the Presidential Records Act, which was signed into law in 1978. This law changed the legal ownership of all those records of the president from private to public, meaning yes, you can file an official request to see documents that once belonged to the President of the United States. It is public information and property of the people, not of the person who holds the office. These records can be related to both the office of the president and personal records of the president. After no more than 12 years, those records, with some exceptions, become public record. There are penalties too if those documents are removed or destroyed, and it is up to the current president of the United States to decide if those documents can be publicly released. According to the law, the former president generally doesn't have a say.